You're looking at the hand of the creator, the same one that I've been showing and everything. I mean, clearer than this it couldn't be. This is a stereo image of the SECCHI solar satellite. Look at this part right here. That's what is dragging his energy. It's doing something. That is the cylinder. And that's the bottom of the cylinder right there. That's the sun right there. So look at look at the energy lines, electromagnetic energy lines. This is a planet, think it's Venus, right there. That's its true shape. The lady from the Yellow Rose of Texas is correct when he described this, the exact same scenery. This is a 3 seconds clip from that satellite. They wouldn't show more than that. Why? Well, that's a good question. I roll the hand of power. Now check it out. Look at that. See, look at the hand right there. Look. I mean, it's perfect. My goodness, I couldn't show her any better than that. Let me show you what it looked like. I'm gonna show it with my own hand so you can compare to the image that's a stereo image. Look at the lines. Look, that's the hand right there, that's the cylinder. That's the hand right there, like that. Look at the fingers, like a fist, like this. Exactly like Christian Soldano recorded that object in Miami. For some reason it keeps appearing to him. It is a message. I don't know. He doesn't see the shape of it. It's difficult for people to even think about that. This is a really difficult topic to wrap our heads around. But it is. It's what it is. Look at the fingers curled up like this. Look, you can see it. That's the index, the thumb, and look, in an hexagonal shape in concentric lines with a specific line, and it has a pointed deal. And then this is the bottom of the cylinder thing. And look, it has an hexagonal exactly like that one, like that hexagonal shape. So it matches perfect with like a hand grabbing that. Look at the thumb, the fingernails. Look at the fingernail on the index, and the rest of the fingers are curled up like that. This is an enormous hand. And that's the energy that is dragging. Look at the wave, the energy wave. And that is a planet right there. I think it's Venus or Mercury, one of the two. See, it's on his pole. Every planet is on a pole. That's his, how that man from the military-industrial complex show how the it's a well. Every planet is in a well. The well that we are in is 240,000 miles deep, and we are sitting at the bottom of it. But in space, there is no up or down. There is no such a thing of that. When somebody say the North Pole of Earth and the South Pole is only in reference to the ground where we're looking at from the inside of the planet. From outside, that don't make any sense, doesn't mean anything. The moon, when they say the North Pole and the South Pole, that's not true, because the moon rotates like a clock. It's clockwise, its rotation in front of Earth. So that is not possible. That is a captured satellite. It doesn't come from Earth. It's too far away. It's too big, too light. It's hollow, as every single other moon in this solar system. But this specific moon that we have, that we see every night over our heads, it was brought into that orbit. It's too far away. The magnetic field from Earth, the gravity, would never capture that. This planet is not as big as it could be to do that. And the rotation is totally impossible. It rotates like, it doesn't rotate like that, like the planet and Earth, the Earth and the Moon should rotate like that. But instead it rotates like this. It's impossible. That's why we always see the same face, but we see the greater, the features moving along the week around the axis of so the North and the South Pole would be either facing us or the opposite way, the opposite side. So it's not true that the moon it rotates like a spin top. It's not true. It rotates like a clock in our perspective. We rotate like this. The moon rotates like this. That's impossible. It should rotate like that too. If it's supposed to be normal satellite. It's none of that. It's in a specific orbit that produces eclipses. That's another incredible thing, that the perfect distance between the moon and the sun and Earth, it produces perfect eclipses. That's another thing that it shouldn't happen, but it does. So that was planted there. That moon is not a natural anything. That thing is a sphere. It's metallic. It's hollow, and there are structures on top of the surface, and more likely inside to Who is up there? Well, that's a big question. Now that Jose Camilla showed a little creature jumping from the landing gear of the Apollo 11 lunar module. I don't know what that was, what that is, or was back then, but evidently there is something up there. There is some people up there, some entities. When we studied this UFO deal and the ET part, it's nearly impossible, if not impossible, to pinpoint who the creatures are, unless the only thing we get is images from people that does image recovering. Photoshop, reverse Photoshop, where they, because NASA tampers with the images really bad. They don't want them to know any of this. Just check it out. Only they show 5 seconds of this incredible video of the recorded from the solar satellite super high resolution SECCHI. But what do you see there? A hand like that. Look, you can see the curved fingers. Like that. And then you see the bottom, it has an hexagon and one on the top. So that's sealing the thing that we see on Mars, on Venus, on the moon, on everywhere. And you can bet your butt that thing is on Earth, in the ocean floor, and probably you will see him in the sky too. I mean, it's just this is a difficult conversation to have with somebody that considers himself a researcher or an expert or whatever. When you mention that, the hand of the Creator, I guess that's the hand of Him. It's it's difficult, man. Because when you go there, oh, you're religious and you this and that, and you looking at demons and ghosts and whatever. Well, I don't know about that, but I see a hand. It's clearly showing, and oh, well, I see elephants, and no, well, show me an elephant or a snake. It's never that. It's never the shape of anything else but that. I mean, it shows over and over and over. The more you look at the image, the more clear it becomes. Look, you can see it even better when you step away from it. And I see the thumb right here, and I see the finger, the index, like that. So, like I say, this is a difficult thing to, when you say it sounds crazy, it does sound crazy. Well, this guy lost his marbles or what? I don't know, man, that's what I see. I don't see a saucer or whatever, I see something different.